Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here's a number to remember. 2 billion. 2 billion future leaders are waiting for our judgment call. 2 billion young minds are looking at our teachings, our lessons, our guidance, our help to illuminate their path, our move, our direction, our choice of conduct. But we, as parents and guardians who work hard to put food on the table and support the family, can only do so much. The least that we can do is to put them in an environment that will nurture their natural inclinations towards positivity and goodness to benefit as many as possible. As protectors of their future, we must equip them with the best of early childhood education to ensure their self-confidence and self-esteem are kept in check as they traverse through the world in their lifetime. We must ensure that inshallah, as these young minds bloom, they can exchange ideas and cause impact to the world. And the key to do this is the mastery of the English language, as it is the language of the world. Most importantly, we must realize that the true potential of a human being can only be realized when he or she connects with his or her creator. Thus, a solid foundation in Islamic education will help kids to grow and love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, follow the sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and benefit the world wheresoever they may go. Alhamdulillah, Brainy Bunch Islamic Montessori, the world's #1 brand in Islamic Montessori education, has paved the way to provide children an Islamic Montessori English-speaking environment for the last 11 years across over 100 campuses, starting from Malaysia to Singapore, Indonesia, Gaza, and most recently, Brunei Darussalam. And Alhamdulillah, as of today, we've impacted the lives of almost 10,000 children. But now, our dreams are bigger. We aim to educate millions, maybe even billions of children at a time. But we don't want to do it alone. We want to do it with you. We now offer you the opportunity to join us as franchisees of Brainy Bunch Islamic Montessori, where you can directly impact and change the lives of children in your community for the better. Together, we can provide the best solution that the world will ever need, a good future led by good leaders of tomorrow. But these leaders need us now, as they are still the children of today. Together, we can develop the Ummah. Together, 2 billion future leaders and more will benefit from our efforts, inshallah. Amin ya Rab. Click the link below to join us in this effort. Jazakallahu khairan kathiran. See you later, inshallah.
Okay, so Assalamualaikum and very good evening to the viewers. Okay, so Alhamdulillah, we meet again with our new moderator, which is me. So my name is Aunty Arissya, the moderators for today's session. So as for tonight, we will tune for physical education, or also known as PE, in Brainy Bunch Montessori School. So in Brainy Bunch International Islamic Montessori School, physical education is part of our demanded subject from the students itself. So it is surprising that the students would love to enjoy physical education. So we wanted to know the secret behind physical education department itself. So viewers, as we all know, physical education provides cognitive content and develop motor skills, knowledge and behavior for physical activity. But then we need to get to know more. So to get to know more about physical education, let's give our coach his platform to educate us on what is PE. So I welcome our coach from PE department, our HOD, head of department, Coach Farid.
Okay, hello, hi. Let me introduce myself first. So my name is Farid Imran bin Sabari, so known as Coach Farid in school. So I'm the head department of physical education. So I'm quite nervous because of this is my very first time of having a live talk session with Aunty Arissya. So we can start now, I guess.
Okay, so to our famous and our beloved coach itself, so can you tell a brief introduction regarding Brainy Bunch Physical Education? Because we wanted to know what is actually the specialty of Brainy Bunch Physical Education.
All right. As people know, physical education is the main purpose is to improve student and maintain students' physical and mentally for student, and can also improve student social interact among the teachers and their friends. Okay, as we all know, physical education is an outdoor class. So actually, we have indoor and outdoor class, but for now we only have outdoor class, which they are very happy because of physical education class for each class only once a week. So this is the only time they can spend their time outdoor class with us. So I think all the students are enjoy themselves during the class.
Okay, so you stated that the students will have once a week class for their physical education. So I believe that physical education is really important for the students to improve their brain learning and their speed in academic itself. So may I know the importance to the students for physical education, especially?
All right. As for me, physical education is very important because of it's for their physical health. Okay, so physical education is mostly an outdoor class, like I said just now, which we will give them an activity or any sport. For now, we have sports day training, and before we start our sports day training for the students, so we separate boys and girls them between their sports. So boys, we will encourage them to play football. So we have passing drills, we have shooting drills, and then we have dribblings and everything. And then same goes to the girls. So the girls will play at the court, basketball court. So they will play either basketball or netball. And the next month or next week, they will change. Boys will play netball and girls will play football. So the main point is it is important because of it can affect their physical health and physical and mentally. Okay. So as for us, uh, for growth men like me and women out there, we also tend to go to yoga class. We tend to go to the park to go jogging and cycling. Same goes to the kids. So they need to be healthy as well by doing an physical exercise during the PE class.
Okay, so since we heard that there's a lot of competition happen in Brainy Bunch itself. So since they always practice football, netball, and also basketball, for example, do we have a specific sports team to represent the school for district or even international competition?
Yes, we do. So currently we have a football team. So we have a very strong football team for this year, hopefully. So which we already started to train them, especially under 17 and under 15. We already have a specific training for them, especially for football. And then we have netball team like last 2 years before COVID-19, which is on 2020 and 2021, sorry. If I'm not mistaken, sorry if I made mistake during the years. I forgot already. So we have football team, we have netball team, and then we have a track and field team. So we are currently preparing for the football teams. We preparing them for MSSD. For currently now, we are very very busy because of training for sports day. So after we finish our sports day, we will start to train football, netball, and then track and field. So hopefully we will achieve more this year for MSSD for the districts events.
Okay, so as for viewers, okay, we listened to our coach. He stated that we're gonna have our sports day soon. So the sports day will happen during this month. It's about 2 weeks to 3 weeks from today. So if you want to look more or you want to get an update, so please subscribe and like and also share this video to your friend. Okay, so move on to the next question, coach. So as for the students itself to become an athlete, it's there's their own talent. So we wanted to know, do they need to go through any test or to be part of the school team or athletes itself?
Yes, especially for this year. So I aim and target more for the student because I've been 4 years in this school. So I've been recognized some of the student from lower, upper, and then they now in high school. So we already did the fitness test. This is what we call a fitness test. So we already collected the student fitness data by doing the fitness test on January, if I'm not mistaken. So we already did the test, and then we are going to do the test again during June or May after Raya, inshallah. So we have the name already. We have chose and we have the selected student that will participate in each of the sports. For example, football, we already have some names, few names, and then we have netball, and then we have track and field. So hopefully, I aim for football lah, because I'm a football coach. So my passion is into football. So hopefully, our football team, our school football team, will go beyond the limit. And because last time our best achievement in quarterfinal, so hopefully we can go to the final and make it to be the champion, inshallah.
Inshallah, I mean. So, since we heard you stated that you know students from elementary to high school itself by one, so in which that you are really famous and you are really a good teacher, since you know that you all their students and their talent itself. So good for that. And then the next question is that, is there any significant impact, because I believe that there's in Brainy Bench itself there's a lot of talent and the students love physical education. So we wanted to know, if they're really active in physical education, is there any impact or effect that happen towards the child itself? Is they gain anything? Is it a positive impact or a negative impact? Let us know.
Okay, of course. Uh, the more the student active in sports, they will become more better in education. Why? If you ask me why, because they need to know and they need to arrange their timetable, which is their training timetable and then their study timetable. Okay, so they need to arrange as well their time to go for training and their time to go. Let's say last time we had a extra class, we call it as a tuition class during the night, 8 to 10. So I'm not sure about the student this year. I mean, this generation, either they have extra class for their subjects, their particular subjects. But last time during my time, so I need to arrange my timetable, I need to arrange my schedules, I become more precise in my time. So, and at the same time they can become more healthy, which will lead them and which will lead his brain in a different way. So that's why physical education will teach you how to be healthy, especially how to make an extra activities outside, and then at the same time you need to know the first thing first. There's a lot of question that I get is from the teachers especially, can I know how to lose weight? The first thing is not about exercise. It's
It's
about,
about fitness itself.
no, wrong. Okay, now I'm asking you, what are the things that we need to control? The first thing I already I know the main answer is will be exercise.
Mm-hmm.
That is wrong. Exercise is number two. Number one is your food intake.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So how many food intakes that you take every single day? So you need to know your body. You need to know the calculation of your body, which is body mass index. You need to calculate your body mass index, which is your height, your weight, and then you need to understand your body needs more carbohydrates or more protein or more sugar or more fats. Okay, you need to know more about your body instead of you just go to yoga class, you go to the gym, and then you get nothing, and then suddenly you got a heart attack because of your food intake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we tend to get the news last time badminton players get a heart attack during they had their training last time. This is not because of their they have a maximum maximum days of training. It's about their food intake. Is it enough for them? Let's say carbohydrates. Is it enough for them to take carbohydrates? Only bread, only sandwiches? We don't know. So they need to know more about their body instead of other people.
Okay, so viewers, you need to remember that exercise is coming for number 2. The first one is your calorie intake. Calorie intake is really important, as the coach stated. So looking at the comment before we move on to our questions, looking at the comment, they say like, Coach Farid, very nice, coach. Very nice. Okay, so and then they say that Coach Farid, very stylish. Okay, good. Okay. Oh, we
Thank
have a
you.
question right here. Coach Farid, will there be more sports offered in BBIS Cyberjaya in the future besides football?
So we're trying to do more. We're trying to spend more on clubs. So we already started clubs. All right, we already started clubs. So I give an example, which is for co-curriculum we have BBFA. BBFA is for football for age below 12 years old. So we are currently trying our best to reschedule back our time for girls, because girls in high school, they demand more football instead of having a netball team. I'm not sure why. I'm trying to figure it out. What can we do for them, and what are the sports that we can expand more. So currently we have football for boys, we have archery club, and then we have swimming, and then we have taekwondo, and then we have ping pong, we have badminton, and then netball. So last time we have swimming. So but this time we will try to look and outsider coach that can that available their time to have their time to teach our student to have to do an extra training outside from the school. So we are in a progression to do an extra clubs, especially for sports.
Okay, so as for BBIS, to recap, that BBIS Cyberjaya is actually in progress to increase the sports in our school itself. So as for now, we have BBFA for football. It includes girls and boys, so we don't. It doesn't matter if female. We also have female team for football and also male team for football. And then we have netball, we have archery, swimming, and also basketball. So we're looking forward to growing our clubs and our sports. So inshallah soon, that is our goal for this year to grow our sports itself. Okay,
Mm.
so move on to the next question. So I believe that in each subject we have our teaching method. Am I right? So as
Yes.
for me, I have my own teaching method that I will apply or I will implement in my class. But then the difference between English, academics, maths, or any other subjects compared to PE itself, we have papers. And PE, you don't have papers. You're more to observing and asking your students to implement and hands-on activity. So I wanted to know, what are the teaching method that you provide for the students in Brainy Bunch?
All right. For now, we will do an outdoor and indoor class. So which we have 4 weeks in a month. So for the first week, we will have an indoor class, which we have a syllabus that we need to follow. We have a guideline to follow. So which each and every single month we have an subtopic that we will teach them. Okay, so we will teach them during the indoor class, and then they will have an assessment after we teach them. For example, for the first month in January, so we have nutrition. So after we already teach them about nutrition, about the food pyramid, about the food intakes, about the calories, and then they will have an assessment, they will have a test and quiz. So the next week and the next 3 weeks, they will have an outdoor class. So and then we will looking at their participation in class. So are they active, or are they being silence in class. So that is all depends on us. So we already have the topics that we need to teach them, that we need to follow the guidelines, and then inshallah we will trying our best to give this the knowledge that we have to the students. I think they will know about everything about sports, not only about sports.
Okay, so we have a few questions right here. This is from Anis Tarmizi. She said that, Coach, if my kids are not very good in sport, are there any ways to make them like sports? So, Coach, is there any
Okay.
ways?
Okay. There's two parents that I usually got. I mean, two kids. Okay. One is kids that is just want to join sports just to waste their time. I mean, just to put their time on their timetable, just because of their parents don't want them to play gadgets, because kids nowadays is a Gen Y generation, so they have tablets, they're playing games, everything on the tablet and the phones. So second, I have kids. I have parents that very passionate into sports. So this father and mother, which is their parents, need to know their kids, their children interest. So are they interested in sport? Are they interested in ICT? I mean, in gadget punya scope? I'm not sure, but they need to ask first before they spend to the clubs outside. For example, we have BBFA, so they have a fee for BBFA, so they pay the BBFA fee, but suddenly their kids, their children, they don't want to play sports at all. So they need to recognize first either their children, their kids are really into sports, what are the sports they want to play, and then they can refer to us, and we can guide and we can provide anything that we have.
Okay, so just remember, as a parent and as a teacher itself, we need to acknowledge our students. What do they like? What do they don't like? What are the passion and what are the talent that they have? So based on that, then we can clarify or we can put them in the sports that they really fit in. Okay,
Yes.
so as the coach said before, that we need to get to know our students, or we need to get to know our children, what they like and what they don't like. Okay, so we don't want to waste any money. If they like basketball, but we put them in BBFA, that will be a waste of money because everything we have fee. So make sure that we know our kids really well. Okay, so and then coach, is there any KPI or students progression for PE class? Since we don't have any paper, so we wanted to know, how do we mark our student, how we assess our students itself?
All right. For now, we have an assessment, which is which is their fitness test. So we will do 3 times a year. So which is during January, and then like I said just now, we already did January. So we already did January, June, and then November. So we will calculate their BMI, their body mass index, their height, their weights. Is it their body is in a normal, or is it obese? Is it in normal ataupun I don't know. How about you, Aunty Arissya? Are you in a normal BMI or obese or lower than that? I'm not sure. So you
Okay,
need to
you
know. So you
want
need
the
to
honest answer or you want to safe answer?
depends on you.
Okay, to be safe, normal.
Okay, all right. That's a very good question. Very good answer. Okay, for the assessment, so we have a BIP test. Okay, we have a BIP test for them, which is for their cardiovascular endurance. And then we have burpees for their muscular endurance. So they need to do burpees in 60 seconds. So how many burpees they can do. And then we only have two, BIP test and burpees. So burpees is depends on time, so 60 seconds. And then BIP test is they will need to listen a beep sound, and they need to run. So it depends on the sounds. So they have a 3 assessment they need to go through during this whole year, during this whole progress, during this whole year 2023.
Okay, so since they will have two types of they will have two assessments, okay, such as big tests and so on. So we wanted to know that is there any specific fitness program for the children to ensure that they have excellent level of fitness? Okay, because we're gonna assess them. They're gonna do running, they're gonna do burpees and so on. So is there any specific fitness program to make sure that they are in the right track?
Yes, of course. So we are currently doing the assessment, uh, and then we are currently going to trying to go to a program which is a lose weight program for the student, especially because we don't want them. We want to teach them as early as we can. So we want to teach them about fitness, about healthy lifestyle, about dietary, about food pyramid. So that's the reason why I need to go. We need to teach them about. We need to knowledge them about what is physical education. Okay, what are the program that we are going to do? So what are the things that they need to know in their daily life instead of just doing exercise? Most of us, even me, I didn't control my eating habits, which we tend to, especially Malay food, we tend to use a lot of oils, especially nasi lemak. I know you are having nasi lemak after berbuka, Aunty Arissya just now. Maybe I don't know. I'm not sure about that. We tend to have very oily food, and then we tend to eat very cheesy things. So everything's are now with cheese, especially fries, as goreng pisang cheese as well. So we need to acknowledge the students about the food intake first instead of they going through the exercise.
Okay, so before we end our session today, okay, just to recap everything, okay. Oh wait, we have another question.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so far, coach, the most famous club in Brainy Bunch is actually BBFA Football
Oh,
Club.
okay.
So how do you grade them? Since there's a lot of students coming in and joining our club, so how do you grade them, and do you have any plan for the tournament soon?
Okay, I just got a text message from outsider,
Mm-hmm.
which is outside club. So they want to have a friendly match with us. So I'm trying to rearrange. I'm trying to rearrange the friendly match, which will be held maybe this week or next week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm arranged my timetable with them. So uh, we are still searching for outside tournament to expose the student that we have. So currently we have age of below 12, below 10, and below 8. So we want them to expose the real game situation. So we don't want them to just join training, and especially the coaches, we are also bored. We just go training every single week, and then hopefully, me, myself, and my team are going to find a competitive match for the student, especially for the players in BBFA. So, and we are currently dealing with the outsider coaches, the outside club teams. We are going to have a friendly match soon, inshallah.
Okay, so actually our BPFA and most of our clubs is really active. Okay, so I think like 2 weeks before this, BBFA actually have a friendly with international school from Indonesia. So
Correct.
it's actually quite active, and Alhamdulillah, when I like observe and I watch them playing football, Alhamdulillah, they have the competitiveness and the talent in the for them to play and so on. So it's a good thing that our coach itself highlight and acknowledge that we wanted to have more tournaments soon, and it gonna be in this month, I believe.
Yeah, correct.
All right. So I think that's all for today. So thank you so much for the viewers. And then do you have anything to add on, coach?
I think from my side, that's all. So another reminder is stay healthy and don't forget to exercise and take care of your food intake. That's all. Thank you.
All right. So that's all for today, everyone. So take care of your calories and stay healthy. Bye bye.
See you.
What is the best education system for the future of our children? Where can I get the best education for my children? When they grow up, will they be a good person and a good Muslim? These are some of the concerns parents have, especially for those with small children. These are also the same questions my wife and I had. From there, the idea of opening a holistic education institute using the Montessori method came to life with Brainy Bunch. The main mission of Brainy Bunch is to train and nurture 1 million children who are obedient to the commandments of Allah and practices the sunnah of the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There are 5 main things that are nurtured in students of Brainy Bunch. Love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, love of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, love to parents, love of the heaven, love of the ummah. A school that uses the Montessori method is different from a school that uses a traditional method. The Montessori method believes that children do not need to be forced to learn, and this system of education is very fun. With that, students are always motivated to learn. This concept is very suitable with the fitrah of a child which yearns for a positive environment in teaching and learning. Through this method, the potential of a child can be developed and their self-confidence can be improved. Each class has only 15 children. This is to ensure that teachers can give their full attention to students during the teaching and learning session in class. The Montessori method combines 3 age groups in one class, which are 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds, until 9-year-olds and beyond. This concept allows all the students to lead and mentor the younger ones. The use of English as a language of instruction during the process of teaching and learning in school is a decision made to master the current world language. We do not give the title teacher, but we use the title auntie and uncle at Brainy Bunch because teachers are a part of our families. The best of man is the one most beneficial to others, a hadith narrated by Muslim. At Brainy Bunch, we believe that each child has a big potential to become someone successful and useful in the future. As parents who love and care for their children's education, we have to find a method and a school that is the best for our children. With a complete education, inshallah, we will be able to produce children who want to be as great as Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, Umar al-Khattab, and Abdul Rahman bin Auf, who used their wealth for Islam and the Ummah. 6 qualities of the Sahaba, which will be instilled in all students of Brainy Bunch are: faithful towards the kalima tayyibah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. Have khushu' and khudu' in salah. Knowledgeable and practices zikrullah. Praises all Muslims. Performs ibadah with a sincere niyat. Preaches people to Allah and spreads their knowledge. Let's all change for our children's future. Give them a chance to become a preacher of Allah, continuing the work of the prophets, calling people to obey Allah and follow the way of the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam through the guidance of the Sahaba and the Salihin. Give the best to your children. Register now at www.brainybunch.com/register.